going to kick it off with an amazing story from Atlanta. I personally made sure we told this story today because it just did everything for me that I was looking for. CNN reports that the city has launched the largest community food forest in the country. It's in Browns Mill neighborhood, and it's 7.1 acres, and it provides over 2,000 edible and medicinal plants to the community. Onions, garlic, potatoes, tomatoes, so much fresh, free food. And 1 in 4 Atlanta residents live in areas called food deserts because they lack basic access to affordable and nutritious food. So this forest is a huge resource, and it's a community center, and it's run by 1,000 volunteers, and for many young students, it'll be their first trip to a farm, and there are 70 free food forests in the United States so far. Ross, the reason that I was so passionate about this is because you want to see the evidence of something magical and change, and this is it for me.
Well, and it's also just like the baseline of how we should be helping each other. There are hungry people who need food, right? And this sort of food forest provides that for people. It is so simple that we can take care of each other this easily, right? We grow it. And I grew up in an agricultural farm town. My first job was picking spinach, then I sold berries. I used to say, have a berry good day. But
Of course you did. You were probably like 4, too.
I was super chip. I always wore a gingham, and I actually bought overalls at a thrift store. True story.
Dress the part.
Thank you. But it gave me such an appreciation for food, and I think it's why I love to cook now. So I love that not only the volunteers providing this food for the people that need it, but they're bringing kids there to show them how it's done and to show literally you can plant a seed and plant a seed of a good deed at the same time. These
are the kinds of things where I think I sit around and fantasize about what the world could be, and it is.
And it is a nice reminder. And next, we've got a little bit of Cardi B news. Yahoo Life reports that Cardi just announced she has a brand new Cardi B doll, and she designed it all herself in collaboration with Real Women Are, which is a doll company that's dedicated to diversity and inclusion. Cardi says she never saw a doll that looked like her growing up, and she was inspired by her 2-year-old daughter, Culture, and her nieces. And you can pre-order the Cardi B doll now, did you ever play with dolls, Drew?
You know, I did have some Barbies for sure, but my big thing was Matchbox cars, and I collected them, and I had like a little recipe box, and they were all on index cards, like their color, their make, like, you know, the green Pinto type of thing.
Well, I think it's great that she's making this doll because she didn't have it growing up. You know, I didn't have, well, I would like to say I didn't have a doll Here's the deal. I did have a doll that looked like me because I had a Cabbage Patch Kid. I asked 3 Christmases and I finally got it. And look, there I am. That's me.
Oh, no.
Don't I look like
Look at how cute you are.
I look like a walking, living Cabbage Patch Kid. I always, there, see? Look at me. Not so bad, kid, right?
That's what I was thinking. I love him and you.
Oh, thanks so much. My Cabbage Patch Kid's name was Randy.
Of course it was.
Yeah, he came with her. I would never have chosen. No offense to all the Randys out there watching. Thank you.
Well, if you're feeling Randy. See, I love that name for that reason because it has a double entendre. All right. Next, we're always looking for ways to shop more consciously. And now, just in time for Women's History Month, there's a new way to do it. A collaborative called Empower at Work does amazing work all around the world, educating and empowering the women who power the fashion industry. It would not exist without them, and they provide the tools to garment workers in countries across Asia and Africa. And now you can directly contribute to their work. Vogue reports that you can now find the Fashion Makes the Change Roundup button. When you check out at 40 different major fashion retailers across the US, or you're checking out online, you can now donate any amount of change you have in your pockets or dollars, whatever it is, it will go directly to these women. Macy's, Nordstrom, Michael Kors are just a few of the brands that are participating. There's so many on this list. And I think knowing what this is going to is really important so that we can be familiar and be like, yes, this is going directly to these women who make clothes.
Yeah, and you think, okay, so say it's $14.90, I say round up to $15. You're like, what's 10 cents gonna do? But if we all start chipping in 10 cents, we can raise some real money for these women.
I completely agree, and that's the point.
Well, and when we're not shopping or shopping online, you know, what we're doing, we're streaming, and a lot of people, they're going to go back and rewatch some old favorites. And if you're thinking of rewatching Friends, well, now is the perfect time. Let me explain. Apartment Therapy reports a website called Best Value Schools will pay you $1,000 just to watch the first 5 seasons of Friends. Now, why? They're picking 5 people for the job, and here's how you qualify. You have to love Friends, you have to be ready to document your experience on social media, and you can apply on the Best Value Schools website through March 31st. And I think it's just because, you know, people are relating to that song right now. No one said your life was gonna go this way. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you know, if you can relate to that song, here's a little help for you. We're gonna pay you just to watch Friends.
I mean, this is a couch potato's dream.
Do you think I could find a gig if they could pay me to watch Golden Girls? Because I could do that all day, every day. Yeah?
You and a lot of people I know. Well, Friends ran for 10 seasons, and we all remember those iconic sets. Look at who got to visit the Friends set. This one's Monica's kitchen.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's the Shed Aquarium penguins. I started watching this and I just got lost in a trance. And it's like, it's just so cute. Why is it so cute, Rossi?
Remember that time you had a weird dream about penguins on the set of Friends? Oh no, that was reality. Look.
Why does this just make me happy?
I don't know, but I could watch it all day long.
Look at him go. All right, well, that's it for Drew's News.